gonna keep them under. Read between the lines if you fucks with my brother. We'll make them suffer, man, blood clot me gumbus.
Ultra Instinct is making its return, and this time for real. Dragon Ball Super episode 122 sees Vegeta rescuing his pride. It's time for him to challenge the strongest. And from this, all of us are assuming that Vegeta is going to go after Jiren, and given to the title, we can say that he will be facing Jiren. Does this mean that Vegeta is going to get Ultra Instinct? Well, hear me out first and let's see if he is going or not, or what is going to happen. Vegeta will be going on 1v1 battle against Jiren in episode 122. Vegeta most likely feels the need to fight such strong guy as Jiren. It's on the Saiyan cells, and that is why he could be going against him. Or maybe he feels like he can achieve Ultra Instinct like Goku did if he faces Jiren. Or maybe it is because that Vegeta might have realized how Jiren fights after seeing him into action twice against Goku and Hit. Because no other fighter was able to actually challenge Jiren, so only Goku and Hit were quite a challenge for him that really did let Jiren show some of his skills. Or maybe just that Vegeta wants to fight him. As I said before, Vegeta is a smart fighter by any means. He could have realized something, but even if that is the case, you can say that Vegeta can actually beat Jiren. He can't. My opinion is that Vegeta is stronger than Goku on his Super Saiyan Blue form. But that is it. I don't think that he stands a very little chance against Jiren, and for episode 122 my final prediction is that Jiren is going to beat Vegeta, and that will be happening with this. And now things get even more tricky when we see the title for the next episode. Full Body, Spirit and Power Unleashed. This is the Nikate no Gokui or Ultra Instinct part. Vegeta will possibly be on verge of losing, and someone is going to jump into fight. And I believe all of you guessed for who I'm talking about. Yes, Son Goku will be joining the fight alongside Vegeta. Before, you could never guess that Vegeta and Goku could team up, except in movies basically, but in Dragon Ball Super they have been teaming up more and more together. That has happened against Goku Black, and it happened when they got rid of Universe 9, so we have seen Goku and Vegeta actually fight together, and I believe that this time they are going to go against Jiren. Goku still cannot control his Ultra Instinct, and he can tap into that whenever he wants. The Ultra Instinct within Goku still needs to be triggered, so he will be forced to fight on his Super Saiyan Blue form. But before expanding on this, let's talk first about the other 2 episodes of Dragon Ball Super that will be airing this year. Because guys, don't forget that episode 122 and 123 are going to be the first 2 episodes for 2018. We are still going to talk about the 2 episodes left for 2017. The next episode that is going to air this week is going to be an episode where Universe 3 warriors finally get to go into action, and as it seems they are going to go against Goku. Of course, Goku is the main target given to the fact that he is fatigued. But it is actually going to be Gohan who will take on Universe 3 Robot. We know from the preview a little bit, and also from one leaked picture. And I still believe that Gohan will be the main protagonist for the next 2 episodes of Dragon Ball Super. Gohan and the 2 androids. I hardly believe that Goku and Vegeta will be getting to fight in the next 2 episodes. Gohan most likely will take care of Universe 3, and it will end up with Universe 3 erasure. Now it will be left between Universe 11 and Universe 7, and of course now they are forced to fight each other for only one of them to survive. So now let's go back to episode 122 and discuss it. Vegeta will be taking on Jiren, and Goku most likely will just be watching them fight. Jiren will be able to beat Vegeta, but Goku will interfere, and I still believe that Vegeta will be staying on this tournament. So Jiren is not going to knock Vegeta out of the ring, but actually just beat him up. Or he will be on verge of taking Vegeta out and Goku will be saving Vegeta, something like that. This is the most likely scenario. And now they are going to team up on their Super Saiyan Blue forms, because as I said before, Goku still cannot use the Ultra Instinct at will. And as we saw in episode 109, Super Saiyan Blue is no competition whatsoever for Jiren. Jiren will be able to beat both of them. And we are finally going to get to see shirtless Goku. And here we know that shit is going to get real. Because we all know shirtless Goku is something that basically is done for fangirls to show his muscles. Yeah, probably even many guys like when Goku is shirtless. We don't see it that much, but we still do see that, and that is amazing whenever it happens. And for that to happen, I believe that Jiren will be beating up Goku, beating up Vegeta. Goku will be on the ground and almost unconscious. Not fully, almost. And we all know what happens when Goku is almost unconscious. Ultra Instinct is triggered and the heat is out again. But this time it is something different. Finally we get the reveal of Master Ultra Instinct, and this is going to be Goku's full power coming out and ready to beat, or at least really challenge and push, Jiren. This is going to be the big climax that we have all been waiting for, and that is going to be something that Toei has been hyping up for months now. And this makes sense for this fight not to be the last fight, but the one that most likely will decide which universe is going to survive between Universe 7 and Universe 11. So basically Goku and Jiren will be facing each other before we will see fights like Dispo versus somebody from Universe 7 and Topo versus somebody of Universe 7. This is going to be that way, and I believe that Master Ultra Instinct will be seen for the first time at the end of the episode, and they will leave it as a cliffhanger for the next one, which could basically mean the real fight is about to begin. Goku is seen differently on the mini preview that we had months ago. The one that we saw in episode 110 and 115 is different from the Ultra Instinct Goku that we saw from the preview. Toei used a different Ultra Instinct to promote the form or state, however you call it. So basically we all are expecting for that to happen, and I believe that episode 123 basically is going to be the episode where Goku will be seen just like he is seen in the preview, and the fight will be starting one episode after. This is just my guess, but still it is going to go that way. Goku is shirtless on the preview base. Goku is seen differently on that mini preview that we had months ago. The one that we saw in episode 110 and 115 is different. The aura is different, and that is what Toei has used to promote Ultra Instinct in the first place and hype it up. And to add even more to this, Goku is shirtless on the preview and the actual release. Compare it to him not being shirtless at the moment in tournament. So definitely Goku will get another beating before Ultra Instinct is triggered, and I mean the Master Ultra Instinct. Tournament of Power is reaching its end. Universe 2, 4, 6, 9 and 10 have already been erased, and that tells you the sign that the big fights are about to begin, and this tournament is not going to take long before it ends. Of course they are going now to drag the fights. We are going to see more than one episode of Goku vs Jiren, possibly 2 or 3, you still don't know that, and don't forget that we have other big fights after this. Now guys, my question to you is, which universe do you think will be winning in the end? Universe 7 or Universe 11? Because as we know, both of them possibly are not going to win this, unless there's a twist and Universe 7 and Universe 11 are left with the same amount of fighters, but still they could use differently to see which universe has been more effective, and that would mean Universe 7 would have been. So still, which universe do you think is going to survive this tournament? Universe 7 or 11? And let me know in the comments down below. And as for my opinion, I still believe that Universe 7 will be that universe that is going to be winning this tournament, and the result between the fight of Goku and Jiren is going to be either Goku winning, but he is really tired and he can't fight anymore, or both Goku and Jiren knock each other out. I really think that Goku is going to do the last thing on this tournament facing Jiren. We are not going to see any more Goku after the fight against Jiren. This is just my prediction. And let me know yours about this too, because as I have said before, if you have a cool theory and I really like that and it is realistic, I'm going to take you in one of my videos. You can either talk it through, as I will call you in Skype possibly and record it, or maybe we will find another solution. I still don't know how we will do that, but we are going to do it. Or maybe if you don't want to be on the video but you want your theory to be out, I will be talking about it and just credit you and leave your social medias in the comments down below. It's your decision however you want to do it, so I would suggest just put your theory if you have one there. And that is it for this video guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel with notifications enabled so you don't miss out in any further content, and have a great time guys.
Get mine, strike like a thunder. Hit 'em with a rhyme that's gonna keep 'em under. Read between the lines if you fucks with my brother. We make 'em suffer, man, blood clot me gumbus.